Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. Let's just fix that just a little bit. So, if you guys, I do apologize about that light screaming in the back there. It's a little upset. It's really early in the morning, and I haven't went to sleep yet. When I say early morning, I mean 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But anyway, in my previous video, I talked about how overwhelming and everything World of Warcraft was, and I pretty much gave you a lot of negatives about it, which, you know, are still true because of, if you got, well, just watch the video if you guys want. Today I'm going to give you guys my thoughts after hitting max level in the game now. So here we go. Just as a recap, I have never played World of Warcraft before. I think I've been playing for about a week now. I boosted this character from level 90, and I want to explain a couple things about the game to you guys. Just please note, like I said, I can't repeat this enough, I've only been playing this game for a week. I don't really intend to play it long term. It's just something I'm playing around right now to have fun with while I wait for other games to come out. You know, the game's been on for 10 years. They've been doing something right. Come on, like don't fool yourself. So first off, I want to say to all the people out there that said, you know, World of Warcraft is not complicated by any means. It's a very easy game. It's a very casual game, etc. Because when it comes to PvP, we're going to explain a few things. First off, the UI will be fixed later on before all the people start bitching. But anyway, you have what? I'm just going to throw, this isn't right, but I'm going to say 10 classes. From 10 classes, you have 3 different ways of speccing your class. So for a warrior, you would have, for example, Arms, Fury, Prot, or Protection. So now that's 30 classes within that. Say one of each class doesn't work for PvP. Okay, you knocked it down to 20 classes. Now within your 20 classes, each person has 3 different major glyphs. I'm sure you could have different glyphs depending on what. Say 80% of those glyphs don't work for PvP, so 20% of the glyphs means there may be some variation between them. Then on top of that, you have to memorize the entire class's other skills so you know what cooldowns are being popped when. And since fights in World of Warcraft aren't 5 seconds long, they're anywhere from, you know, I guess maybe 10 seconds to 45 minutes. No, shut up. You know, like you have to know what the classes do, or else you don't know when to CC break, when to do what, etc. And there's a lot of diminishing returns to understand, and there's a lot of stat numerics to understand when it comes to it. And I think a lot of people really don't understand how in-depth the game can really be. This is coming from a person who's played the game for 1 week. You know, when I'm playing like games like Arcade or other things, there's not that many variables to take into account. I'm not saying there's less skill involved. I'm just saying there's not anywhere near the amount of variables to cover compared to a game where the duels last, you know, up to 20 minutes sometimes. They don't have that longevity in other games, and I'm not used to that. So it's a lot for me to take in at once. And I can definitely see the PvP being a lot of fun. But there's some other things I want to talk to you guys about, which is kind of why I really enjoy the game right now. So this character, its play time is about 1 day and 19 hours. And I've been level 70. I want to say it took under 24 hours to hit level 70, if you disinclude AFK time and etc. And I'm not super well geared by any means, so don't take that. But I'll just tell you guys what I have for PvP, because that's what I'm going for. I just bought my weapon right now for PvP, which is about a 25% damage increase for my old weapon, which is pretty significant. I can't wait to PvP with it. I've got really good wrists, which are actually Warforged, which I don't know how good that is. People were just like, oh my god, yeah, Warforged! Then I've got a chest piece, which is right here, and then I think I have boots as well. There we go. That's what I've got now. But these boots aren't that good. These are like, okay, they're 660. I need 675 item, or 681 for Warforged specifically. So it's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot more fun now. So I want to explain a couple key points about the game, why I've been able to stick with it and whatnot, and how it's become more fun for me. So first off, you have this thing called a garrison, which if anyone has played Warcraft 3, it's your town hall essentially. It's your base. And it's really cool because if you guys have ever played games like, I can't remember it right, Neverwinter? I think Neverwinter is the game I'm thinking about. You get like these little guys and you send them on missions and they come back and they get you stuff essentially. Or even like Star Wars, I guess you could say, you can send out your little drones and they come back. So over here you can see, you can actually send people out on missions from your garrison. You receive like little units as quest rewards, and they can go up and up and up. So for example, here's an area. Here are the units I currently have. These ones are on missions right now. And each one has skills which are made for certain things, and then That branches off into something else later on. So if you were to drag them on, you can see your percentage chance goes up. I don't know exactly how each thing is measured here and how the percentage work. You know, I'm just telling you guys, that's all. So you can actually send them on missions, which is really cool. Furthermore, you can customize and expand your base, essentially. Whenever you upgrade your Great Hall, you get more stuff to upgrade, and you can choose between how you want to do it. For example, you're allocated a certain amount of small land plots, medium, and large, and then each building does certain things depending on what you want it to do. You also have like daily quests with inside here, so you don't have to go anywhere for your dailies. You literally just go to your house and fucking do your dailies, which is really cool. Now, another thing I want to bring up though, which is really, really important, because this is going to sound really weird for me to say, because if anyone knows me, then you know I hate questing, and usually if I'm questing, then I have porn up on my second screen, and I'm just watching porn because it's more amusing than questing, and while I'm watching porn, I'm doing some other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and fly over to, let's go over to, I don't know where. I've never been down here. So let's fly down here. It's probably going to take a long time, and I probably shouldn't have done that. But I want to explain some stuff to you. Now, spoiler alert, first off, if you want to do this stuff for yourself, then don't do this. But for people like me who are lazy and just want to pick up the game because they're 10 years behind, this is pretty much what you do. So if you look over here in this zone that I'm currently in, I'm using an add-on, which I won't I think it's called Handy Notes. There's Handy Notes and Handy Notes like WOD essentially. And it tells you everything about the zone. It tells you the elites in the zone, it tells you what the elites drop, it tells you where the bigger elites are, it tells you where all the secrets are, it tells you what the secrets do, what each thing is, and it explains all about it. And to a lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, but to some people, it takes the fun out of the game, which would typically be myself. But like I said, I don't have the time to just invest. There's so many games coming out, and you just want to know which one's the most fun, right? That's the goal right now. Like, I invested money, I want to get my fun out of it, and this is what I'm doing. And this add-on, like, with the help of add-ons, it comes both ways. It's like, fuck you, because you want to make everything perfect, but at the same time, oh, I thought I was muted. I always think I'm muted. It adds so much to it that it just makes the game fun. So it's like, you're questing, it says go kill, number A, B, and C. A standard quest, let's be honest, there's only so much you can do with quests. But while you're questing, you're like, oh, let's go kill the elite. What does the elite drop? Oh, there's a chance, like, I'm going to get a weapon. Then there's a weapon proc. Does it go from blue to epic, etc.? And then from there, it's like, oh, there's a secret. Where's the secret? Let me try to find it. And then you have, like, jump puzzles everywhere. And then it's just really nice. It's not just like you just quest. It's you quest, and then in every zone you have an elite, multiple elites, and then there's world PvP on top of it. And it's a lot of fun now. The quests are of course, they're very simple, but they're not a pain in the ass. They're very, very simple. It's like, go collect, 8 Shadow Stones from etc., and you go ahead and do it, and etc. But there is one thing I wanted to say, which sadly I can't show you because I was retarded, and I flew right past the Grand. But one thing I want to state about the questing as well is, if you guys remember the garrison I was talking about, your base, I don't know if each one you get to do it, but I want to say in each one you can do it. Essentially, you get a miniature garrison that you kind of build in these other areas. And as you start building your garrison, it gives you benefits in the zones that you're in. And you can use it to summon units, etc., and there's a lot of other stuff. And in the Grand, which is the 98 to 100 area, you can do something super, super cool. So first off, I'm going to open this up, and you can see all the shit here. It just needs to load first. But it tells you all the cool stuff that's in here. Like, I'm just going to scroll to one. Here's an area. Loot, archaeology fragments, notes, requires archaeology and possibly a little bit of jumping. Let's move over. Loot unknown, so that one they don't know, but it tells you the name. Loot, and then it shows the item. It's an item level 586, agility intel, and then it's leather shoulders. And it's really, really, really neat because, like I said, I don't have that much time to just go through. I just want to have fun with the game. But I want to go ahead and show you guys in the Grand, because it's probably the most fun feature of any game I've ever had. And they basically give you a mount that you can use in combat, and you can fight on your mount. So you're basically on permanent epic sprint speed while fighting the entire time. And come on, we all want to move fast, let's be honest. Moving fast is a lot of fun. Some other things about World of Warcraft that they do, that they do right, yeah, I guess you could say. whenever they release their new stuff, and you know, like everyone waits for arenas and raids, they have like a delay. Like I think it's like 2 weeks. They have like a 2 or 3 week period where they don't release them. And I think it's because of all this imbalancing, because if everyone has played, everyone's like, oh my god, Pro Warriors are so fucking insane, and Founders, they're like one-shotting, man. And it's like, well, you can't do raids yet, and you can't do arena, so let's balance. So that's pretty neat. They've done a lot of things right with the game, and I really want to say, I wish I played this a lot younger in my age. I think I would have found much, much, much more enjoyment out of it. You know, it's a shame that I couldn't experience this when I was able to. But you can also see I'm really weird if you look at my hotkeys, because I don't have 1 and 2 bound, which are right here. I just have 3, and that's it. I know, I'm a really weird person. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you this mount. And, you know, there's a lot of other points to cover as well, but I just wanted to cover some simple points with you guys and saying I'm having a lot more fun. But I don't know, you know, if it's going to be a game I'm going to play for more than a month. Maybe. It really depends on how much the arena and BG sells me when I get gear. Because as of right now, when you don't have gear, you can fight other people with no gear. But when you fight that hybrid class that has gear, and he decides to pop his those ship buttons and heal fully, and you're just like, yup. Are you trying to fight that 400k HP Death Knight tank? And you're just like, yup. So there's a lot of funny stuff that happens. So let's go ahead and show you the mounting. Alright. Now this is, like I said, this is really, really cool. Because while you're on this mount, I can charge mobs, I can attack mobs, like so, I can jump, I can do whatever I want. I can even pop my cooldown, so cooldown 1, and start blade storming, and I can literally just move while fighting the mobs. It's super, super, super cool. And questing in this zone has probably been the most fun questing I've ever done, like I said, of any game. It was actually fun, because you're on permanent movement speed. You can just go YOLO. It was so cool. So I was very happy to see like a complete opposite change of events. But I did say, you know, I play games out. I don't just judge a game on a first basis and be like, fuck you. Yeah, that's right. I said, fuck you. But anyway, what in the fuck just happened? Okay. So, I don't know what I did. Well, he has 3 million HP. I have well, as you can see, there's clearly a lot of things that I do not understand about this game yet, such as surprise butt sex. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, if you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. And I'll see you guys on the live stream. Don't forget, remember, if you want to know when I go live, feel free to check me out at twitch.tv/Pohx, or feel free to follow me on my Twitter at twitter.com/POHXX. I've been streaming about 14 hours a day almost of World of Warcraft. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Tell your parents you love them, if you do love them, which I hope you love them, because it's important. Make sure you use protection kits. It's important. Take care, everybody.